The hardworking men and women of the Los Angeles Police Department have helped Los Angeles reach its lowest crime rates in decades. As Angelenos, we have to look behind the headlines to understand what's really happening. There are dangers we face if conditions for the hardworking men and women of the Los Angeles Police Department aren't improved. During the recession, our officers made significant sacrifices to help keep the city running safely and smoothly. Those severe cuts are taking their toll. Let's take a closer look. The recent shooting of TSA agents and passengers at LAX was a prime example of how deep department cuts have created unsafe conditions for Angelenos. Because of budget cuts, the SWAT units that normally respond to dangerous shootings like this one were unavailable to respond to a situation where a gunman opened fire in a busy terminal at LAX. Thousands of Angelenos and visitors were in danger, and our best assets were on a forced day off. No one was there to answer the call. But it's more than just specialized units like SWAT that are not available to help protect Angelenos. Budget cuts are also impacting regular patrols in our neighborhoods. While in divisions like Van Nuys, there are supposed to be 9 units on patrol. On any given day, the actual number of patrol cars hovers at 3. Covering a geographic area of 30 square miles, these cars are supposed to patrol our neighborhoods and help keep us safe. Fewer cars mean longer response times for people in need who call the LAPD for help. It also means a lack of officers who can follow up case leads for homicide investigations and a lack of resources for other specialized units like gang details. One of the sacrifices our officers made to help the city of Los Angeles weather the recession was an agreement to accept a temporary pay cut of 20% in starting salary for recruits entering the department over the last 4 years. Those pay cuts were accepted with the understanding that once the economic situation improved, those cuts would be restored, not only for new recruits, but for the officers who started during that time as well. Unfortunately, those starting salaries have not yet been restored, and today we find ourselves with academy classes that are half full at best. LAPD is world-renowned for having the best training and the best officers. Unfortunately, no one is showing up. And it's not just difficulty in recruiting that is hurting LAPD, it's also the fact that LAPD pay ranks among the lowest of departments, including LA County sheriffs and many surrounding cities. Angelenos are spending over $100,000 to train each officer, many who are opting to trade in their badges and join other departments where the starting pay is higher and overall compensation is fair. An officer who starts at 20% lower pay can never recoup lost salary when compared to other departments. They simply never catch up. Each day, almost 500 LAPD officers are sent home because there aren't enough funds to keep them on the streets, doing their jobs. This is the worst of all worlds for a police officer, knowing that his division and the public are suffering because he or she can't be on the job. Police officers are public servants who join the force because they want to protect and serve, not be at home on forced days off. It's time for the politicians to get real about what making public safety Los Angeles' first priority really means. It means paying our officers competitive wages to help recruit and keep skilled officers on the job. And when they choose to stay as LAPD officers instead of leaving for other agencies, we let them work instead of forcing them to stay home because of a lack of funding. Tell City Hall that the time to act is now. Actions speak louder than words. Put our public safety first and support the men and women of the LAPD. Visit publicsafetyfirst.com and tell the Los Angeles City Council and the mayor that cops count.